Yo, up here at Cali K9, LA, the ranch. We're up here with the squad. We're gonna do some trainers training today. Talk about some anxiety, some different reasons why dogs wig out. Gotta make sure we get them back balanced, back in the groove, so they're not freaking out and stressed out everywhere they go. All right. Class in session. So in most anxieties that we're dealing with, we're gonna deal with aggression. Primarily aggressions that we're gonna be dealing with is fear, aggression. With fear aggression, the first signs are the body language. So you could tell what a dog is going through by reading his body language. So before a dog can go into aggression, if you read it right, you either take him out of the situation or you do some supplementary things to get the dog to feel comfortable so that he doesn't feel the need to actually go up to the aggression. What you want to do is first things first is we're gonna look at the body language that usually looks at the tail. Most dogs that are scared, their tail is always tucked. Right, so in our system, we have 3 objectives, right? Number 1, clear communication. 1 command, 1 behavior, 1 correction. Number 2 is to have pack leadership. And what does that mean? The dog listens to you, the dog responds to you, he's trusting of you. But then number 3, we're looking for expression. And expression is the dog able to be in communication, in that leadership, following that leadership role, but then still giving you that expression. And this is so why we call it the what? The dopamine state. The way we're gonna get into the dopamine state is through what? Motivation. And what are our 3 motivators? Praise, food, and toys. This dopamine state is the cure for both anxiety and distraction. So when we talk about problems that we deal amongst dog training, we're gonna deal with 2 types of dogs on the spectrum. We're gonna deal with impulsive dogs, right? So distraction is gonna be usually a impulse control. And then we have the anxious dog, which is gonna be flight, fight, insecure, unsocial. A lot of times the distraction impulsive dog, right, will be the dog that might become more dominant. Say like the pits, they get in trouble because they can get overly confident and then they get pushy and then it turns into dominance because nobody's laying down that leadership. This is why it's so important to get what we call ignition, or the dog just being in drive. When the dog's in drive, the tail is up. Because now the dog is like, I gotta get to what I need. I gotta get what I want. And you've built value for one of these 3 things to where now you can get your dog out of the anxiety state and get him into the dopamine state. Same thing goes to the distraction and impulsive state. When you have them chasing this and you have them looking for this, the dog is anticipating positivity. The dog being in a dopamine state allows him to forget all of the things that he's scared of. You see what I'm saying? Because he's just in that zone with you. You're trying to stay in this place the whole time and not let him get over here and not let him get over here. This has to be probably the most important thing to understand. What is the actual solution to the problem? This is the foundation that we build off of. So like you got to think like you're going to build a mountain of dogs. Well, all of this got to be dopamine state. And then you go up. The dog is actively trying to pursue, he's trying to make something happen in order to get what he wants versus us trying to like make them do something. Make the dog want to do it, right? So now the dog is like pushy, expressive, excited, a dog that's able to say, okay, I need to be focused on this. So now I'm not going to be so worried about that because this has so much value. Not tripping about his anxiety and not tripping about his distractions. He's tuned in. And then we start shaping. You know, and this is why the first behaviors we teach is a high dopamine behavior. The box and the search. If you can make a dog just sit right there, okay, cool, but that's just sit. In order to come back and get paid one of these things, he's gotta go out. I don't teach a dog just sit in front of me, go to the box. I gotta get to the box first. Now what's the box? Positioning, whoop, nice and straight. And sit straight, down straight, stand straight, heel straight, front straight, through the legs straight, all in this box. Another one, posture. All of your behaviors need to be crispy. He can go lay down on his bed, in his place, doing what he wants. But once he hits that box, that position box, it's gotta be tight. And then you also have the clarity. Because the dog knows exactly where he's supposed to be. If you come from over here, way over there, all the way down there, you're gonna end up right here, boom. So it just gives the dog a nice clear position. And not only that, it's the mother behavior and the first step to agility. So there go 5 reasons why the box has so much significance. I'm trying to teach you something. You said, go over there. Where? If I say, go over there to the table, I said, just go over there. You see what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, I'm going to the table. I know exactly where I'm gonna go. You see what I mean? Versus just, okay, general area, clear communication. Then break, release, right? Payment, right? Because when you say break, it's supposed to mean reward. Just like sit means sit, break needs to equal payment. Even if it's a pet, even if it's a couple pieces of food, you don't want to give your dog releases and then not fulfill them, because now your dog, you know what I mean, that's not clear. And then what happens is with the box, that's our first way to establish our pack leadership, because you can establish black and white. On the box is comfortable, off the box and it's comfortable. So even when you're blocking behavior, you're actually teaching correction through blocking them getting off the box. So that's their introduction to correction. Oh, that didn't sound as good as, yeah. You see what I'm saying? So all you're teaching the dog to do is make decisions based on what's right and then what's wrong. The biggest thing that most dog trainers have is gray area in their communication. You pull up on anybody's set and you can just watch how they do it. The minute they repeat command, you already know, your whole system gonna be faulty. Because the first command is supposed to mean something. And you teach it from the foundation. So that's what I'm saying. How we teach the dog all the way through and through, every rep counts. Every rep is what's gonna shape that dog into what they're gonna be. So first we get them in the dopamine state. We get that ignition, which creates the active dog. And then we go into our box training. You see, and that's why it's like, you would think like, oh, it's just getting the dog on the box. We had to go through all of this to get to this. So we might have to spend more time here, because this is where the problems are. When you go buy a dog, you're like, all right, I want a motivated dog that's ready to work, that's not scared of everything. Whereas we get that's not motivated, not ready to work, and scared of everything. And this is why it's so important to leverage things like the food. Dog gonna sit there and be like, I ain't messing with nobody, I don't like nobody, and ain't anybody, I don't know where I am. But when you got that food, and he be like, hey buddy, you know, you kind of want this, right? He gonna go, yeah. He gonna go a little bit. All right. And then he gonna say, you want some more? Yeah. Well, shit, man, come take a step my way. Let's talk. You know what I mean? Let's get to know each other a little bit. All right. Boom. Right? And then what I get? 2, 3, 4. Now I got the steps. The dog is chasing me. Now, I hit that cut on him. Whoa, where you going? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got your ass. And what? Dopamine state. No dog should be coming out of the kennel in his first week and all of a sudden he's got to come face to face with some dog that he's freaked out about dogs, and now he's freaking out, now he's scared, and now he's aggressive, and now we correcting, and all this is very important to know where your dog's at mentally, and then put him in a situation where he cannot run into no situation that's gonna back up your training. And that's why it's so important for us to have a game plan. So it's like, boom, dopamine, break, dopamine, place, dopamine, break, dopamine. You see what I mean? So the dog's in this constant state of just, you know, chasing and going around and going out and then coming back and going out and coming back. If I really want to get a dog out of this fear aggression state, then I gotta unlock him. And I gotta get that tail from under here to up here.